Got this interview.
Yeah, sure, you can.
Great. Thank you so much, sir. So my name is Ishika Goenka, and I'm working with
Yeah.
Dorai-Foundation for an NGO internship. And it's an immense pleasure to get the opportunity to interview you. So welcome to the
Thank you
interview,
very
sir.
much.
Sir,
Thank you.
to start off with the interview, firstly, can you tell us a little about yourself and your journey?
Yeah, I'm a psychologist basically. My name is Kumaran. I'm from Chennai and I have been working in this field for almost 10 years.
Wow.
I'm into counseling.
Okay.
That's my department, and I talk to people and help them to come through their issues.
Okay. So, what age group or regarding what is this counseling for?
Not so specific. I can take any kind of a person or any kind of an issue. Then they report to me and I give my inputs and we work together basically. I always say to my clients that we work together. That's how I process the
Okay.
sessions.
Okay, that's great, sir. And
Thank
so,
you.
can you brief us a little more about how has this journey been like to get into counseling?
Actually, I took psychology in my UG and PG as well as
Hmm.
my research. Regarding the counseling front, I when I finished my UG, I got this new department in my academics, the counseling psychology department. I became one of the earliest guys to join that batch in University of Madras, and then I completed my PG. Immediately, I set up the clinic. My mom and dad gave me this setup, and I'm carrying it through.
Oh, that is great, sir. Sir, so are there any difficulties that you face on a societal level?
As a counselor, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it? Yeah, yeah, it is because since I'm a person with a disability called cerebral palsy, it is
Mm-hmm.
very kind of difficult to find somebody. The clients are proper clients; they have to come now. Even though when we
That's
reach out, the clients has to be in the flow. To accumulate that, we have to face some difficulties. That's all. Otherwise, it is going on fine.
definitely, sir. So, are there any difficulties on societal level being a disabled person?
Yeah, of course.
So, so
On a personal level, I haven't felt any difficulty so far. Most probably, I won't ever face. But on a societal level, there are many difficulties.
okay. So
Even
can
when we for a normal hangout, the
Mhm.
accessibility factor becomes a major blow. I cannot go out without thinking, not once or twice, minimum three times. I would think on a planning level. Either my
Okay.
parents would plan for me or myself would look for some accessible place. I'm more passionate about movies. After my profession, I'm
Yes,
more
sir.
into films actually. So
Mm-hmm.
even to watch a movie, to find the right theater, it is very difficult because every theater has got a staircase. They have to carry me onto the top and then place me in the seat. I get transferred into the seat by myself. That is a different part. But the carrying into the
Yes, sir.
staircase, that becomes a difficult process. So like this, the accessibility is getting very difficult. As I grow up by age, year by year, it is getting very difficult actually.
Yeah, I think these public places, in fact, they do not incorporate the easiness or the helpfulness for disabled people. It's only for the
Yeah,
general public somehow.
yeah, of course. Somehow this the beaches in Chennai have started experimenting with this. The
Hmm.
marina, they are incorporating this every year on December, coinciding with the disability day. They have said that they would make it permanent soon enough, within a few months. Hopefully, it becomes permanent and I could enjoy the beach on a regular basis. But for me, in a personal level, I've been more into films. So
Okay.
theaters are my major hangout spot. So I wish that becomes more accessible.
Yes, sir, definitely. These public places definitely need to
Yeah.
incorporate the situation of each person existing. That's so true, sir.
Because why I say this, not only on a personal level, I lacked certain social interaction which I deserved at the age of my early 20s, some
Hmm.
decade ago. About a decade ago, I was very feeling very down. Despite taking up psychology and studying it for so many years, I myself was broken away with this issue.
Oh
I
my
couldn't get
God.
the friendships I wanted. See,
Yeah,
that is how it becomes very difficult. But
yeah,
somehow, due to the influence of social media and the constant encouragement of my parents, and I could get some certain circle and establish and keep with that only. Okay, that is how it is going. But not everyone could get such encouragement from every parent. They have to go out, not only to just to hang out, to study, to work. Every friend needs it, na?
that's so
Then,
true,
then
sir.
only they would get certain contacts, certain friendships. Then only they could get the experience of the external world. Then it will be an more equal society. Regarding this interview, we are talking online because of Corona. That is a different thing.
That's so
That
true,
is a
sir.
different thing,
Definitely.
unavoidable circumstances. Otherwise, you could have interviewed me in your place itself, maybe, or
Yes,
my place itself. It would have been a personal interview. These are all unavoidable circumstances. But in a general level, it should be treated equally for everyone. So we can get our contacts on a personal level as well as social level. So they can get
yes,
jobs, they can get studies, everything. There must be a gain for everyone. It should not be partial, as you said earlier. It was tilted towards the able-bodied people.
that's so true,
So that
sir.
is how it is happening right now.
Yes, sir, definitely. And sir, apparently the government actually sets aside a lot of funds every year, which are supposed to be dedicated towards this, but nothing actually comes in ever. So this is
Yeah, yeah.
another part of our
We
government.
have heard enough of numbers and tables. We have seen a lot. All we
Yes,
need is action, right?
that's so true, sir. So, sir, even I have after taking so many interviews and being a part of various NGOs, what we have come to realize is that when somebody sees somebody to be disabled, they tend to become very empathetic. So, how
Yeah.
acceptable do you feel this is?
It makes it very difficult for us, actually, for the people with disabilities, especially for me. Either
Yes.
they too much respect they give, or make myself a baby. Two extremes
Yes.
I have seen.
Hmm.
Very, very, very few people like you, for example, have treated me as an individual. This is what I'm looking for. When you are a friend or you are a stranger, new person, treat me like what I am. Exactly what I am, I need to be treated. Otherwise, how will you get closer to me? Right?
That's so true,
This is
sir.
the confusion that is in the mind of so-called able-bodied people.
Yes,
I,
sir.
I used to tell, do this like this, do that activity like that, hold me in this particular spot of my body so that I can climb the stairs with you. So I used to teach my friends and whoever comes to be with me. I used to
Mm-hmm.
teach them how to be with me. Then they understand. After certain apprehensions, then they understand. But
Yeah.
they have to be patient to a certain level, right? They start judging straight away. They immediately, as you said, they're too much empathetic. Empathy is
Yes,
needed. I agree. As a counselor and a psychologist, I agree. Empathy is needed, but not too much.
that's so
Only to the
true, sir.
level that the person requires. Otherwise, a person is a person in spite of any disability, right?
That's so true, sir.
He or she
And
would want the way he or she wants to be treated. Every person is unique, every personality is unique. That has to be understood. Disability or no disability, this remains the same, right?
definitely, sir. And even too much of emotions, sometimes that becomes too overwhelming, and we
Yeah,
might feel that is there something wrong happening here. So probably that takes a toll.
yeah. Sometimes some people used to tell to me that I don't look like a disabled person when I'm sitting in a wheelchair. When they
Oh,
say up to my body, I except my lower limbs, I don't look much like that.
definitely,
I
sir.
I actually don't need the statement. I never asked them to say so, right? On a
Hmm.
personal level, we are talking here. Okay, fine. But some people, you are looking all right. What is the problem with you? They never know what actually it is.
Of course,
They
sir.
never know what actually it is. At the other time, some other people would say what he can do. He's disabled. He's disabled and he's on a wheelchair. What he can do? Can he study up to the research level? He won't. This type of talks also were there.
Oh my
Don't
god,
I all I say is that we don't need the two extremes.
that's so true.
See me as a person first, then you can interact, then you can come to a conclusion, right? I'm here in this interview. I'm meeting you for the first time, and we are talking. We don't know what would happen tomorrow. We might be close friends, right? But
Yes,
at the same time, I'm not judging you. That has to be there. I'm giving you the time. We are talking for a social cause
of
in
course,
a
sir.
general topic for in various levels, right?
Yes,
With
sir.
this topic, you might like me or you might dislike me. That is different. But the first step, you might, if you judge, I won't like that. That is the thing. For an example, I'm saying, right?
Of course, sir. That's so true. The
Yeah.
judgment that comes at the first sight is very
Yeah.
difficult to break, anyways.
Hmm.
So that's so true, sir. And
That
sir,
is why
what
it is
about?
very scary,
Mm,
actually. It is very scary to contact some people.
yes, sir.
I used to get scared at certain levels. What if they judge me in the first instance itself? That is how it
Mm,
goes.
that's so true, sir. It is. It is. So, sir, what was according to you the lowest point in your life, and how did you overcome that? So that could bring in some inspiration to us to take that
As
on.
I said earlier, about a decade ago, I lacked social interactions, right? Despite
Yes.
having a beautiful family, the best in the world, probably, according to me, very confident parents, very caring brother, great grandma, everything was set up so nicely in a family level. But still, in spite of that, I needed friends. At that time, in my teenage, I was removed from my schooling due to
Oh,
only one reason. All I needed is a class in a ground floor. The classroom wasn't changed according to our request. We placed a very humble request, but it didn't happen according to our needs. We came out of that school and I did everything in private since. Even now, I'm studying from home. I'm working from home only.
oh my
For the
God.
past almost the 19 years, it has been haunting me. This school thing happened when I was in my fifth grade. But still,
Hmm.
how much forward I have come, but still it haunts me. I'm going to be 32 in few months. But whatever happened in my age of 13, still is haunting
Hmm.
me. Why did it happen to me? Why should it happen to another person with disability? Not only to me, any person with disability deserve to study in a regular academic setting. Why should he go for a special school or study from home? All right, we had the facilities and the opportunity to study from home. That is a different thing. But why should I at the first place? What is the problem? What is preventing them to not to give the classroom in a ground floor? I could walk actually. I could walk with support at that time to that
Okay.
ground floor, and I would have studied till the end there itself.
Of
I
course,
don't
sir.
know what was the problem actually. Even now, I couldn't find it. But
So
anyway,
genuinely, yes, that brings in regret for the school in itself that they could not even take a small step towards somebody's future.
yeah, yeah. All I wanted is that. But still, Still, the authorities there are believing they are the reason for my success. They are the only reason for my success. According to them, it has been the belief, and I know because I am getting some information from various people about how they think about me. They are having a very false belief. My parents and my family and the various other sources are also responsible for my success. All right, I thank them. I thank them for whatever they gave me the opportunity to be in a primary school. That is enough. But that ends right there. Okay.
Of course.
Uh,
They're
so
taking it
that is
forward. I think they're taking the advantage of you being so successful,
yeah,
probably.
yeah, yeah. They are trying to jump in suddenly.
Yes.
So I'm aware of it too.
Oh my God. I'm sure that will not go ahead for a long time, sir,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
life
Hopefully,
don't go.
hopefully, God willing.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
So, sir, what is your planning process like? So, since you've achieved so much and you might have more aims to take forward to. So, how do you plan for these things, and what is the process, and how is it different from others?
It is actually by default it is different from others because I have a disability now. With the condition itself, everything becomes different. So
Yes.
when a call comes, I take and we talk through for half an hour or 1 hour per session, and then I write in the night before every sleeping. Every day I sleep, I write whatever clients I have heard, I have met, and I take note of it. Then I sleep.
Okay.
And similarly, if a song comes to me, I get the tune and then I write, and then I give it to the concerned person via WhatsApp, and it is that's how it is happening. So everything when immediately when it comes by my way, I take up and then I note.
Of course, sir.
Right. So
No, the
I'm ready
initiative.
for any opportunity at any time. Just like how we got our interview yesterday,
Yes,
I
sir.
got my number and we spoke for just about 5 minutes. Today I'm ready.
Yes.
Today I'm speaking. That's it.
That,
Everything I'm ready to take up at any time. That is how it is. So I can plan once the opportunities come in a regular basis, right? So that
that.
is how I plan for my counseling as well. Every day I take patients and I work for certain amount and I note it down on a personal level. Although it is going through an app, right, called Practo.
Hmm.
So I'm with
Okay.
Practo and patients get me through that. But I can take individually also. So I'm noting down every client, every detail, every single detail on my own too, on my personal front, and I interpret while writing, right? So I noted down the points. So I keep database with me also. So that is how it happens.
Yes, that's a very efficient way to somehow plan your days as well, sir.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it keeps you on. It gives you an updated version every day. So it's
definitely. That's what I'm trying to do.
yes, sir. That's great, sir. So, sir, since I've achieved so much, what do you think is a superpower or your uniqueness to for this?
My uniqueness is my family, as I said earlier. They have been doing
Okay.
so much for me. My mom and my dad, both of them are very powerful. They made
Okay.
themselves powerful because of me. I believe that. When after my entry they have sacrificed so much, at the same time they have made themselves powerful and they have made me powerful. That is how we work. We as four people including my brother, we work as a complete team to make myself what I am. Now it's not only about me. That is what I'm trying to imply,
Okay.
because the interest in whatever passion in poetry I got, that I got because of my father, and I got the
Okay.
opportunity to write songs because of my brother. He is into movies, and he gave me the opportunity through someone he knows. Some film unit he knew, and that person, that team gave me the opportunity. So my brother was the reason for me to become a songwriter. So that's a team
Okay.
effort, na. So that is
Of
how we work.
course.
And my mom basically takes care of me and makes me ready for everything, including this interview. She made every arrangement, she kept the laptop, everything. And I was ready. She is waiting to see me. on screen later. She asked me even now, will it
Yeah.
be broadcasted or not? I
Yes,
made
it will
sure,
be.
yeah, it will be. I said to mom, it will be put on YouTube. You can watch later. Don't worry.
Yes. Yes, this would
She
be
was. She is
uploaded.
always concerned about that. To see me on the screen and to make sure that my thoughts reaches the public in a better way, right?
Of
To make the
course.
circle bigger, basically. Because by default I have a lot of friends throughout the country, right? So
Yes.
she wants my circle to be bigger than it is actually. So that is how it works, right? So my
Yes.
family is my superpower.
That's such a beautiful answer to such a simple question, sir.
Thank you.
Definitely. So, sir, can you throw some light on your awards and recognitions?
Yeah, awards and recognitions. Yeah, there are few, but I want many more actually. Through
Yes,
the
sir,
Rotary Club
definitely,
of
sir.
Madras, I got an award, and through the Rehabilitation Center Chennai, I got an award in the Disability Day in 2019 as an achiever. They gave me the same place where I was taking treatment in the my early childhood. So that also was a very prestigious moment. But in terms of a bigger aim, I want to win the national award for a best songwriter
Oh,
in
wow.
in any year, any kind of a song. But I want to win. I want to be recognized at the national level, and I want to be there and in the what do we say in that hall we gave, the people gave the award. Na,
Yes,
there I
sir.
have to be there, and there I have to be present because there are not many people from Tamil Nadu, right? Basically, two or three people. Basically, three people have won it so far. Three, four
Mm.
people are on it. I want to be the fifth person. Now I'm counting.
Oh my God, sir. And so you definitely would like the dedication and the inspiration that you've been throwing in for just few minutes is so much. I think there's a long way to go.
Yeah, yeah, very long way to go. I just began actually.
That's so true,
I
sir.
just began so with developing so much of interest in various areas. I'm trying to learn from everyone, including you. I always say this to those who meet me. Everyone could teach me, right?
Of course, sir.
If they like, they can be permanent friends. If they don't like, it is not my loss. That is the different thing. I don't worry about anyone missing me, anyone going out of my life for so long. There will be worries, but that should not stop me from being myself, right? So
That's
that is
so
how
true.
I work and live. So thank you very much for this opportunity, and I had a nice
No, sir.
time
In
talking
fact,
to you.
we are extremely
Uh,
grateful for the chance to have, to interview you and take so much inspiration back home. This journey never ends, and taking, drawing out learnings with every word that you're saying is a big thing, sir.
oh my God! Thank you very much.
Sir, also, what is the inspiration of your story, and do you have a motto for life?
Motto for life is to be happy because
That's
to me, in my life, there is no other way than trying to be happy. I always say this. People ask me why you are so happy and how is it possible. I say
yes.
there is no other way. So that is how I live my life.
That's such a sweet answer, sir. So, before we end the interview, we have just last question that do you have any
Yeah, sure,
words
sure.
of wisdom to rain upon us and to all the people who would be watching this interview?
Mm.
Any message that you would like to convey?
Yeah, as I said earlier, whatever happens, just try to be happy. Trying itself is
Oh,
enough. Because you
yes,
will get used to it once we try it often in a consistent basis, right? So try
of
to be
course,
happy. That's my message,
of course.
right?
Thank you so much, sir, for your
Thank
time
you very
and
much. Thank you.
everything that you've invested in us. This is definitely a great opportunity, and there's so many learnings to take back home. And so we're extremely grateful for this opportunity.
Okay,
And
thank you, thank you.
as a token of appreciation, we would be sending out a certificate on your WhatsApp. And
Oh, oh,
we're
thank you very
extremely
much.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your
Thank you
presence.
so much, sir, for your time.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Sir, can we all please just smile? I have to take a screenshot.
Oh, right.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready?
Great.
One, two, three. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
Okay,
so
fine.
much, sir. It was a pleasure to have you here, sir.
Oh, nice, nice. I also enjoyed a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.